Multi-exclusive dimensional being Kai, Grand Rising Kings, Queens, Gods, and Goddesses. This video is going to be about how to cure hair loss, how to stop hair loss. So we gotta understand and understand that every time we are indulging to something, people, places, and things, we are indulging into something. It depends on what you're indulging into. Like, for instance, if you're giving your time to something that's out of you, and you're not giving your time to something that's within you, or you as an outer versal, as an external portion, then clearly it's gonna extinct. At the end of the day, these are your creations. These is how you utilize things. You are the judge of your world. This is your world, feel me? Nobody else's, and don't get it twisted. You gotta understand and understand that even people, places, and things around you can be the cause of your downfall, depending on what kind of frequency, vibration, energies they're correlating to. And at the end of the day, these people, places, and things don't really be in your best interest, so you need to detach from them. Case closed. Y'all probably like, what the fuck this got to do with the hair loss situation? But it has everything to do with it, because at the end of the day, you can be around a toxic ass person that's complaining about them having hair loss, and they can bring that energy around you, and you just sucking in all their fluids, sucking in all their emotions, feelings, and thoughts and ideas, and you summoning some spirits that they're being attacked by, that's having them have hair loss. Well, it plays out on a higher scale. What goes up comes down. What goes in comes out. When you basically, but everything is opposite though. Everything is in reverse. So at the end of the day, that's what you gotta realize. But hair is a habitat. Feel me? And that's time. If you're not putting time in your hair, if you're not putting time, no feelings, no emotions, and good ideas, if you ain't talking to your hair, if you ain't communicating with your hair, then you're gonna experience hair loss. No matter which way you look at it, you have to take care of something in order for it to sustain itself through this astral travel that we're going through. Feel me? At the end of the day, these are your creations. These are your circumstances and situations that you have to utilize, or it's gonna basically be utilized for something else. Another being is gonna be taking your hair. Another being gonna be eating your hair. Mind over matter. Feel me? So if it don't matter, don't think about it. Real shit. So now, basically, with that being said, you gotta understand and understand that once you around people, places, and things, and they not vibrating on your level, you need to detach from them, because this can play a huge circumstance situation to where you not gonna indulge. You're not gonna want to be indulged by people, places, and things. It's gonna play hugely on time. That goes to show you're giving your time to something external. Your energy within you, your energy on the external side, is gonna be lacked. For me, that's why you gotta always have a basically an active mind, thinking about you, your success, and your values. Once you pretty much you being utilized for something else, or it's gonna bring you down, it's gonna clash you. That also plays with your feelings and emotions. Feel me? If you're not feeling good internally, if your soul not feeling good, if you're not vibrating high, you're gonna feel down. And what happens when you feel down? You're going down. You're descending. Depression, anxiety. Feel me? You're losing power. Feel me? You're basically being more rational. You're being too out of character and shit. For me, like, you just expressing yourself in negative circumstances and situation, and like the sequences that plays out with this is just basically stopping you from what you need to be doing. This is an entity. This is a demon. At the end of the day, and these are what they create, circumstances and situations that block you out of your circumstance situation for you to utilize your feelings and emotions to feel good and play out in that aspect. Feel me? You gotta put time into yourself. You gotta put time into yourself and your internal self and your external self. Feel me? This way you can actually manage good things in your way, and you won't be attacked by the external realm, aka the dark forces that's unseen at the end of the day. And y'all gotta understand and understand that your head is also energy, so you can actually get information out of it. You gotta talk to your head, you gotta communicate with your head, you gotta play in your head. Feel me? Make sure your hands is clean, of course. But once you communicating with your head, that's a very important concept, situation, story right there. So if you're not utilizing it, it's gonna be utilized for something else. Feel me? That's why at the end of the day, put time into yourself. Health is wealth. But let's get into the concept of how to cure hair loss. Y'all gotta understand and understand that once you lack energy, once you lack frequency vibration, if your energy and your frequency vibration is not high, if it's not up there, then you're gonna experience hair loss. You're gonna experience baldness. You're gonna experience drought, dryness. You're gonna experience dry skin. You're gonna experience pimples. You're gonna experience mucus. You're gonna experience bumps. You're gonna experience, or including your beard too. You want your beard to grow. You're gonna experience beard loss too, because you're not taking care of your three vessels: your spirit, which is your thoughts, feelings, emotions of you thinking good, and also, nah, actually, the feelings and emotions are so. If you're not feeling good, you're not expressing that self, you're not putting energy, you're not utilizing your energy to actually gain energy, then you're gonna experience hair loss. Feel me? At the end of the day, if your soul leaves your body, then nothing gonna grow in your body. You're just gonna descend. You're gonna degenerate. You're gonna disintegrate. You're gonna go down. Basically, that's what's gonna happen. Feel me? And the parasites and the maggots and the worms is gonna eat your body up. That also plays with too, with maggots and worms being in your head, eating out your hair and shit. Feel me? You gotta be very careful, man. Wrap this shit up, man. Protect this shit, or it's gonna be attacked in some way, shape, or form. Also, you gotta understand and understand that if you don't exercise, if you don't stretch, if you don't feel good, you don't meditate, you don't go within yourself, you're gonna experience hair loss too. And I'm not just basically throwing spells and rituals and casting shit out here. If you're not creative, if you're not utilizing your three vessels, then you're not gonna actually get nothing back out of it. Feel me? I mean, if you're utilizing these three vessels, you can be sitting on your ass all day being a lazy motherfucker, but you can still manifest shit. So that don't judge. Feel me? But what y'all need to understand and understand also is like the foods you eat can also actually be a cause of your hair loss, because whatever you eat and whatever you put in your whatever you getting lost into as far as your desires and shit, what you just like to eat, what you love to eat, that can also play a circumstance situation, because you don't know who cooked that food. You don't know if that person was having hair loss. You don't know if this person, bacteria and parasites and all kinds is being consumed in that food that you about to eat. Now you about to experience that DNA that you are also gonna experience the DNA of the animal that you ate also, because this animal could be carrying all kind of baggages and shit. Now you about to inherit that on your soul and your spirit. That's why it's good to do things in moderation. Don't just act on things. Don't get lost into your desires. Utilize the time numerology, because that plays a huge aspect of things, which can transform you, kill you, stop you, make you sick, and this plays out. Especially if you're not programming your food, especially if you ain't programming your head, and if you ain't talking to yourself in that mirror and believing in yourself. But at the end of the day, we about to get into the concept. Everybody got to understand and understand. You can eat whatever you want to eat. You just have to program it, and you got to also make sure that whatever you touch or whatever you indulge into, make sure it's actually something positive. And make sure you just also detoxing and making sure you're taking care of your body, your vessel. This is Irish sea moss, a herb. For me, it's powerful. It's good for the iron, the blood, the hair, the nails, growth internally, externally. Feel me? And it detoxes all kind of parasites and mucuses out of the body in order for you to have chances of actually receiving hair growth and not receiving hair loss. Because at the end of the day, hair loss is the fucking worst. You don't want to ever experience hair loss. You want your hair to look glowy. You want your hair to look good. Utilize Irish sea moss gel too. That's the only gel that me use too. Irish sea moss. That's that shit right there. That's that most powerful herb that you want to utilize and put in your body as far as you getting your hair back to grow. So at the end of the day, once you utilize that, you will be good. You won't have no circumstance situations of receiving hair loss. Feel me? You gotta program your hair, talk to your hair, show it care, nourish everything. Feel me? Make sure you're nourishing your internal, your external. Make sure you talking to your body. Feel me? Putting good attention to your body. I mean, every day it's a challenge. It's a battle to actually utilize these things, but you gotta really get into it and get into that mind state of actually acting on things and not letting things act on you, or else you're gonna be put in a circumstance situation of being Dalmatian, putting yourself in a holistic state, being a holistic being. Also, hair loss, I gotta be careful with y'all putting in y'all hair and shit, especially if you're in programming that motherfucking bottle of oil sheen, or oil, baby oil, whatever you put on your hair, program that shit. And if it don't resonate with you, then you go. That goes to show it does not resonate with you. But as long as you're in a good state of being and you're not adding negativity and you're protecting your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and ideas, it won't be used as spell cast on you. Because everything you admit, whatever you release, is you signing a contract. Feel me? So if you ain't putting good intent behind that, then it's gonna come back in any way, shape, or form by these other spirits or other beings utilizing that energy to actually possess it or go into it, inhabit it, and digest it. So at the end of the day, that's pretty much what you also need to recommend. That's what I recommend people, places, and things to do. For me, everything is a thing is energy. At the end of the day, it's a being. It has a soul, has a spirit. What is not moving, but it's actually just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not an actual being. This shit plays out deep. So that's pretty much about it. Also drink a lot of water. Be careful with the waters you're using, which is your tap waters. That's gonna also cause hair damage. Also the air that's being polluted and shit that's basically coming down as gases and toxins that's on your hair that's spreading out to your body. Feel me? Also another issue with hair loss is thyroid issues. Make sure you taking care of your health. That's very important. That's pretty much it. Multi-exclusive digital being kind with another exclusive, and that's how you basically cure hair loss. Also, eat healthy foods, exercise, feel good, program your surroundings, program people, places, and things, and utilize whatever clippers, especially when you're at a barbershop too. This plays deep. The clippers that was being used to cut other people's hair, these could be bacteria, it could be negative energy that was utilized throughout the clippers. You don't know how many people was being utilized with the clippers, and some barbers don't even clean their motherfucking clippers. Then you realize why you got all those bumps and pimples underneath your fucking chin just because you in programming, you ain't put good intentions, you ain't detoxing, you ain't cleansing, you ain't right, you utilize something external to actually wipe underneath there and program it internally for it to manifest into it not basically breaking you down to a circumstance, situation, substance. That's how you utilize that. And another thing is, and when you want to cure hair loss, you gotta speak it into existence. You gotta have feel, emotion, thought, and idea, and you gotta express it. You gotta feel good about this. You gotta have imagination of having a long hair. For me, that's how things get done. For me, if you not putting time and attention to your hair, if you not just having imagination, if you ain't programming, if you're not putting too much time into yourself, then your body gonna just start lacking. Feel me? You could be the healthiest motherfucker on the planet too, but if you're not utilizing your imagination, if you're not programming your body, your vessels, and your fluids, then shit is not gonna go in your way. That's like having a motherfucking car. You can drive it all motherfucking day, but if you don't program that car, you don't talk to that car, if you don't add no fluids, if you don't check up on that car gonna break the fuck down. And that's just how your body is gonna break the fuck down. Because energy is very important. If you lack energy, then you lack everything. Feel me? Because energy is a vessel outside of you. Feel me? And your soul is your feelings, emotions. That's basically the blood that turn around. Feel me? And your spirit is up there, is above. That's your thoughts, what you think of, your ideas and conceptions. That's basically being downgraded as a generation, and it's passed on. Energy is never destroyed; it's always transformed. So if you do lose your hair, just know that hair is gonna transform and go into another body, regardless. Another a fucking worm gonna eat it. A worm gonna get all the information, knowledge, and wisdom just by eating your motherfucking hair. Feel me? It's how it plays out. But yo, that's pretty much how you really cure hair loss. And at the end of the day, get that Irish sea moss. If you need to find it, let me know. I'll hit you up. I go on this website. It's called Alkaline Vegan Shop. Feel me? At the end of the day, I'm not governed by no vegan. I'm not governed by no person, place, or thing. For me, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna program that shit, and I'm gonna program it to go in my body, and I'm not gonna be harmed or attacked by it just because I programmed it. But at the end of the day, I just want to have a clean body, clean internal vessel. So of course, I'm on my watch what you eat diet. For me, so but remember the word die. Die isn't it? For me, that's like saying you on a diet, but you eat certain things, that means you die. You eating death. Be careful with these words, man. These words will fucking be used because the that D is the idea, is the concept and shit. Feel me? And the I is basically like a completion of something. So that's already death right there. Death comes in twos first, and it's gonna come in three as a complete. Well, the spirit never dies, so the soul can die out of a body, but the soul won't actually die. Soul transform, feel me? And E is basically the feelings and emotions. That's gonna die out too. And of course, when we get to the T, that's the surroundings. People gonna realize you're dead and you're deaf. That's how you break shit down. But yo, that's how you cure hair loss. Speaking into existence, talk about it, watch what you eat, be careful, take care of your internal health, and this at the end of the day, you'll be good. For me, play in your hair, massage your scalp. For me, talk to your hair. Make sure you talk to your hands, add good intentions to your hands. Program your hands too. Be like, yo, it feels good to talk to my hands. It feels good to program my hands to knock people out, people placing things out. It feels good to program my hands to massage my scalp. You feel me? That's like, it's just like the most smallest shit like that can actually save you so much time and effort. And without you having to put too much energy to it. Use what's inside of you and use what's on the outside of you, man. This shit is here for you. Feel me? That at the end of the day, if you ain't using this shit is gonna be used against you. Your own hand gonna start hurting just cause you don't talk to it. You ain't showing it love, and you keep stressing it the fuck out. Use your motherfucking energy, or your energy is gonna be used against you. Program your shit, and that's how you cure hair loss, motherfuckers. That it.